And hello, everybody. This is Dave Cruzen coming to you from Thompsonville, Illinois, Thompsonville High School. Tonight, the Gallatin County Hawks will take on the Thompsonville Tigers in a GEC conference matchup. We're about 9 minutes away from the start of the JV game, so we're going to go ahead and step away, thank our sponsors real quick, and we will be back for the start of this one, the starting lineups, in a few moments. Hang with us.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pin boards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, Class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks Athletics.
All right, we are back. We got about 3.5 minutes before the start of the JV contest. Gallatin County and Thompsonville. This will be the second meeting for these two teams this season. The third for the varsity, the second for the JV. They met back on homecoming night, way back on the 12th of December, and the Gallatin County JV squad was victorious that night. And tonight, they hope to do it again. Of course, Gallatin County coming off of a loss on Saturday, the JV squad, a loss on Saturday to Hamilton County, and then a big victory over Galatia last Friday night. And tonight, they're here in Thompsonville in another tough gymnasium to play in. Thompsonville always seems to play well in their gym, as most teams do, play better at home. But when you get to a smaller gym like Thompsonville or Galatia or Pope County, those schools seem to just be used to their surroundings and tend to play a little more confidently on their home floor. So we are about 2.5 minutes away from the start of the JV contest. We're going to step away for just a moment, and we'll be back with some starting lineups right before the tip of this one in about 2 minutes. All right, just under a minute to go. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the JV contest. For Thompsonville, they start number 11, Braden Gaither. Number 15, Logan Matheny. Number 5, Ronnie Duncan. Number 40, Keegan Kempf. And number 24, Riley Mullins. And for the Hawks on the floor, Elliott Page. Number 31, number 34, Wyatt Goebel. Number 35, Kaysen Steele. Number 2, Caston Wood. And number 33, Aiden Combs. And we got a tip, and the Hawks quickly to their end with a bucket. Nice job off the tip. Caston Wood taking the pass from Elliott Page, and the Hawks jump on top, 2-0. Mullins with the basketball, throws it up court to Kempf. Kempf looking for some help, gives it off to number 15. That is Matheny. The shot put up there by number 11, and it was a three-point basket for Thompsonville. I was looking at my sheet to get a name, and I apologize, didn't see who that was. I believe that was Gaither with the three. Hawks back to their offensive end. Page over on the right side to Caston Wood. Wood feeds it down low. Steele is there. He goes up. He scores. Kaysen Steele with a bucket. Nice feed there by Caston Wood. And the Hawks back on the pressure part of the defense. Gaither in the middle of the floor to Matheny. The ball is knocked loose and out of bounds. Last touch by Gallatin. Going to make a change here on my scoreboard real quick, folks. Maybe this will help things out. Give you a little better picture. Ball in the corner to Gaither. I'm sorry, not Gaither. That is Duncan up to Gaither over to number 15, Matheny. Matheny with the basketball gives it off to Gaither up near the top of the key. Gaither over to Duncan. Duncan fires the three. His shot off the mark. Rebound, Elliott Page. And the Hawks. He kicks it up to Steele, back to Page, and the Hawks are in business on the offensive end, leading at 4-3, 5:40 on the clock. Page up near the center circle over to Wood over on the right side. Caston Wood Moves the ball center, hits Steele, cutting to the basket. His shot is up, no good, but a foul coming. First team foul against Thompsonville, and it is against number 5, Ronnie Duncan. And Casey Steele at the line. Shooting 2. First shot is hard off the back iron, no good. Second shot from Steele is up, and it is also no good. Rebound comes through Combs' hands. It's loose on the ground, picked up by number 15, Matheny. He gives it off to Duncan, and Thompsonville will bring the ball back to their offensive side of the floor. On the far side to Matheny. Matheny feeds Mullins. Mullins is a good three-point shooter. Over to Duncan. Duncan's going to drive baseline. He is cut off, but he gets a shot off. It's partially blocked by Steele. Combs comes down with the board, gives it off to Elliott Page of the Hawks. Apologize, I had my name up there. Elliott Page brings it back to the offensive end for the Hawks. Gives it off to Combs. Combs, free throw line. His shot up, no good. Gets his own board. Gets the pass out to Wood before he gets knocked down. Pass over to Page on the right side underneath the Steele. Steele spins, turns. Got to keep that ball higher down there. Page, through traffic, fires one up, but they're going to say he was fouled on the ground, and the Hawks will inbound under their own goal. Foul whistled against Thompsonville, their second. That's number 40, Keegan Kempf, his first. Wood. Inbound to Steele. Steele turns, shoots off the board, rims up, gets his own board, goes up again. This one falls. And Casey Steele. Extends the Hawk lead. Here's a steal by Page. Nice job by the Hawks there. Good defense with the trap on the half court. Pressure defense can be tough from this Hawk JV team. Gaither with the basketball. Bounce pass through to Matheny. He dumps down low to Kempf. His shot no good. Wyatt Goebel with the rebound. Gives it off to Wood. Wood going to push it the other way. Pulls back. Top of the key. Up near the center circle. Works to the left side. Dumps it down for Wyatt Goebel. Cutting to the goal. His shot no good. Rebound Duncan. Off to Gaither. Thompsonville back to their end of the floor. He falls down. Pass will be off of Elliott Page's hands. Intended for Mullins in the corner. Checking in for Thompsonville. Number 4. That is Jamison Mayberry Pritchett. And the Mullins has it stripped away and stolen by Page. Bounce pass ahead to Wood. Led him a little too far, and it'll be a Hawk turnover with 3:31 left to go in the first. Just getting started. Pull up a chair. Have a seat. Enjoy the ball game tonight. Mullins with the basketball for Thompsonville ahead to Duncan. His pass to Matheny is knocked away and stolen by Wood. Wood tries to fire one into Combs. It does get to Combs somehow, and Aiden is fouled on the shot. Looks like the foul will be whistled against number 24, Mullins. That will be his first. And the team third. Not sure how Caston got that pass through there, but Aiden come out with it. His shot no good off the rim. And the Hawks JV squad off to a tumultuous start at the free throw line. 0 for 2, 0 for 3, and hey, 1 for 4. I broke the string for him. That's what I was trying for. Combs connects on the free throw. Hawks go up by 6. Duncan to Gaither. Gaither hands it off to Mullins. Mullins tries to go through the trap. Gets it to Gaither. Gaither to the offensive end. Spins against the defense out to Mullins for 3. That kid is a dead eye from three-point range. Watched him in the conference tournament. He was money from deep. Three-point basket there for Riley Mullins. Hawks back to their end, leading by 3. Wood on the left side with the basketball. To Combs, bounce pass down low to Steele. Steele spins, turns and spins low block, puts it up. Casey Steele. Hard to stop on that low block. And the Hawks pull the pressure back. Go to a half-court set. Gaither across the line. Tries to give it to Duncan, but we're going to have a foul coming. But the foul was whistled against Elliott Page. That'll be his first, team first for the Hawks. Checking in for Thompsonville, number 3, Liam Tucker. I did not see who went out of the ball game. And he has his pocket picked by Elliott Page. Elliott slips and falls. And we got a 30-second timeout called by Gallatin County. I think Elliott called that timeout instead of losing the ball. With 2:14 on the clock. Have a short break. See if I can get a better camera angle for everybody here. It will be Hawk basketball. Checking in for the Hawks, number 30, Max Brockett, Case and Steele. Take a break. Wood inbounds the ball to Page. And the Hawks will work on the offensive end. Over to Wood. Kicks Page, trying to cut down low. The pass off his hands. Out of bounds. It'll be Thompsonville basketball. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Number 3, Tucker with the basketball for Thompsonville. Up across the timeline. Into the corner to Duncan. Duncan. To Matheny. To Tucker. His pass off of a player's foot. Elliott Page picks it up. He races to the other end. His shot rims out. Max Brockett with the rebound. Up and under Max Brockett. And he scores. Nice job there by Max. And eventually I will stop hitting the camera. Max gets it to fall. Foul on number 3, Tucker. That'll be his first. Max's free throw rims off. And the rebound is knocked back in. Wyatt Goebel picks it up, spins, shoots, rolls it in. Wyatt Goebel. Way to read the defense there, Wyatt. Nice job. And the Hawks extend their lead to 9. Tucker has his pocket picked by Combs. And Combs accelerates to the other end, lays one in. And the Hawks up to a double-digit advantage. Gaither over to Matheny. Matheny over to Tucker. Tucker tries to give it off to Gaither. It is picked off by Page. Page will drive, shoot, and score. Elliott Page. And a timeout coming for Thompsonville, as they have no answer right now for the Hawks defense. Full timeout. So we will leave it right here. Looks as if Reese Crane has checked in for the Hawks, and Aiden Combs will have a seat. And it will be Thompsonville basketball taking it the length. Number 5, Duncan. Inbounding the ball for Thompsonville into Gaither. Just under 50 seconds to go first quarter. Gaither with the basketball. Makes a move to the goal. Goes up. His shot no good. Rebound Elliott Page. Page. Bring it up court for the Hawks. Gets it off to Jaden Tucker now in the ball game for the Hawks. 33 seconds on the clock. Tucker over to Page. Page works his way down the right side of the lane. His one-hander is up and good. Elliott Page connects for his 6th point And the Hawks extend the lead. Gaither looking for help to Duncan. Duncan's shot is up. It is no good. Rebound Max Brockett gives it off to Wood. 6 seconds on the clock. Caston Wood into the front court. Going to drive. Bounces off a defender. Puts up the shot. No good. And at the end of one, the Hawks lead it 21-6. We're back in a second. And to start the second quarter, it will be Thompsonville basketball. On the floor for the Hawks, Caston Wood, Elliott Page, Jaden Tucker, Reese Crane, and Kaysen Steele. Gaither with the basketball for the Tigers. Gives it off to Mullins. Mullins flips it in the corner to Matheny and throws it out of bounds. Hawks will take over. Jaden Tucker control the ball for the Hawks into the front court. Over to Page on the right side, back to Tucker down in the corner to Caston Wood. Spins on the baseline. His shot no good, gets his own board. Caston fights his way out, back out to Tucker. Tucker, Wood in the corner, his pass gets away, but Page comes up with a loose ball down to Crane. Crane turns, spins, scores. Reese Crane on the assist there from Elliott Page. And the Hawks extend that lead. 23-6. Gaither with the basketball for Thompsonville. To Mullins. Mullins works his way through, bounce pass out to Matheny. Matheny puts up the 12-footer. It rims in and out and in. And Thompsonville breaks a scoreless streak. Into the front court, Page to Tucker. Tucker to Page. Caston Wood back over to Page on the left side. Works his way in, puts up about an 8-foot shot. No good. The 8-footer doesn't fall, but Elliott is fouled. Foul coming against number 24, I believe. That is Mullins, and that is his second. It will send Elliott Page to the line to shoot 2 for the Hawks. Elliott's first free throw up and good. Elliott's second free throw no good, off the mark, but put back up by Reese Crane. Gets his own board, goes up again, misses. And the Hawks miss an opportunity to score there, but still lead it by 16. Gaither with the ball, works down to the low block. His shot up, it rims off. Rebound Steele. Steele gives it off to Tucker. And Tucker quickly up court. Bounce pass ahead to Goebel in the corner. Feeds Steele back to Crane underneath. Nice job, good ball movement there by the Hawks. Goebel to Steele to Crane for an easy bucket on the low block. And Gaither again for Thompsonville. Into the corner, it's Matheny. Matheny up top to Duncan. Duncan works his way down, gives it to Gaither for a long three. No good. Elliott Page skies for the rebound, flings it ahead. Wyatt Goebel all by himself, dumps it off to Tucker on the other block. Spins back, bounce pass across the lane to Goebel, but his shot is blocked out of bounds by Pritchett. And the Hawks will inbound under their own goal. Aiden Combs checks in. Reese Crane checks out. And for Thompsonville, number 40, Keegan Kemp checks in. Did not see who exited the ball game for the Tigers. Tucker to inbound. 4:43 on the clock. Flips it in to Goebel. Is knocked away, and Tucker comes up with a loose ball. He drives the lane, puts up the one-hander. No good. Steele with a rebound. And can't quite pick it up. Steps on the end line, and the Hawks will turn it over to Thompsonville. 4:34 on the clock. Gaither for the Tigers brings it up. Over to Mullins. Mullins, top of the key. Out to Duncan. Duncan steps back, fires the three. No good. Rebound, Kemp. Kemp goes up, has his shot rejected by Steele. Goebel comes up with a loose ball. Off to Tucker. Now to Page. And with just over 4 minutes to go, the Hawks back on the attack. Page in the corner to Tucker. Tucker into Steele. Steele turns back to Tucker for three. No good. Rebound batted out of the hands of one Thompsonville player. Comes down to Kemp, ahead to Mullins. Mullins through traffic. His pass knocked away and stolen by Aiden Combs. Good hustle on that end by Aiden. The Hawks back with the offensive end again. 3:40 on the clock. Tucker on the right side. Up top to Page. Page works himself to the right to the low block. Goes up. Little 8-footer. No good. Rebound comes down to Thompsonville. Mullins has it. Gives it off to Gaither. And the Tigers back to their end, trailing by 18. Gaither all the way down to the hole. He is going to be fouled by Steele as he goes to the line to shoot two. Gaither found an opening, found a crease, and shot through it, and ran right into Kaysen Steele, but Kaysen unfortunately whistled for the foul. Gaither's first free throw, no good. Caston Wood checking back in. Jaden Tucker will go to the bench. Second shot from Gaither rims out. Kemp comes down with the rebound. His shot is affected by Page from behind. And the Hawks come away with the loose ball. It is Caston Wood bringing it up court for the Hawks. Into the corner to Combs. Combs up top of the key to Page over the right side to Steele. Steele, Wood in the corner. Wood fires one up. Misses it. Rebound comes down to Duncan from Thompsonville. Duncan into the front court. He's going to work his way to the hole. He puts up the shot. No good. Steele pulls down the rebound, and we have a foul coming. No, a timeout. Gallatin County, 30-second timeout called by Coach McGuire. 2:46 on the clock. And the Hawks will have possession under the goal, taking it the length. And Coach McGuire making whatever adjustments that he felt were necessary there for this final 2:46 of the first half. Elliott Page will be inbounding. Into Wood. And here come the Hawks. Wood, center circle, kicks it over to Combs on the left side. Back up top to Page, now over to Steele. Steele to Wood in the corner. Wood hits Steele, cutting to the goal. Nice pass underneath to Elliott Page. Good look right there by the Hawks. Kaysen Steele feeds Elliott on the low block, and he scores. Hawks up 20. Gaither to Duncan. His pass knocked down and stolen by Steele. Steele takes it all the way up. Misses the layup, but Elliott Page is there to clean up the mess. And the Hawks extend the lead again. 2 minutes to go. Duncan on the left side. Underneath to Kemp. Kemp turns out to Mullins. Three-pointer from Mullins. In and out. Rebound comes down to Goebel. Goebel has his pass batted back to him. Gets it out to Elliott Page. Page bounces it ahead to Wood. Wood pulls it back out. Combs is going to drive out to Page. Page for three. No good. Rebound. Caston Wood out of nowhere comes through and yanks that one down. And the Hawks will reset at 1:30 to go. Wood on the right side to Goebel. Goebel going to go down the lane. Lays it up. No good. Steele pulls down the rebound. His shot no good. Rebound fought for Combs. Combs puts it up. No good. Rebound on the ground. Tie up down there. Goebel and Duncan. And it will be Gallatin County basketball. Good hustle there by Wyatt, earning a possession. 1:16 on the clock. Wood on the inbound. Gets it in Goebel. Goebel turns, middle of the lane, puts one up with the right hand, and it rolls in. Nice touch there by Wyatt Goebel. Into the front court is Gaither. Gaither over to Mullins. Mullins thought about it, didn't take it. Over to Gaither in the corner. Gaither's going to drive baseline. Runs into Goebel. His shot no good. Rebound far side. Thompsonville comes up with it. That is Pritchett. Gives it off to Duncan. Drives in. Runs into Goebel. His shot no good. Rebound fought for. Knocked out. Elliott Page comes up with it. And we are about 40 seconds left in the first half. Page into the front court. Gives it off to Wood. Wood. Nice feed underneath the steal, but it goes through his hands. Page comes up with it, and he puts it in. And the Hawks doing nice work underneath the goal. Thompsonville looking to score before the end of the half. They really need one. Duncan drives in. His shot, it rims in. Gallatin quickly the other end. Aiden Combs. He jets through, loses a handle, picks it up. I didn't get it on camera, but he did a nice job, and the Hawks get a bucket, and Aiden is fouled. Foul whistled against number 35. That is Alexander, his first. And for Aiden, he is shooting one. Rebound comes down on the ground, picked up by Pritchett to Duncan. He fires one cross court, no good. And that will do it. And at the end of the first half, the Hawks lead at 36-10. And we will step away, and we will be back in a few moments.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pin boards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
We are back. We got about 4 minutes before the start of the second half of the JV game. The Hawks leading it at the half, 36-10. Let's take a look at the unofficial scoring for the Hawks in the first half. They being led by Elliott Page with 13, 6 points for Kaysen Steele, 5 points for Aiden Combs, 4 points for Reese Crane, 4 points for Wyatt Goebel, and 2 points for Max Brockett for their total of 36. For Thompsonville, they are led currently by Riley Mullins and Braden Gaither, both with 2 points for Logan Matheny and 2 points for Ronnie Duncan, and that is their total of 10. So, we're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half, and we will step away for a moment. We'll be back in about 2 minutes, and I'm trying to figure out who has the ball to start the half. I can't tell. Can't see the scorers table from here. And if you've never been here, you would understand there is not much seating and no good angles. So hopefully you are able to get a good view of this ball game. And we're going to step away for a moment. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. All right, we are back. And we've had a third official join the crew for the second half. It looks like it will be Thompsonville basketball to start the second half. On the floor for the Hawks, Aiden Combs, Caston Wood, Elliott Page, Wyatt Goebel, and Kaysen Steele. And for Thompsonville, Mullins, Clark Grayson, Kempf, Matheny, and Mayberry Pritchett. Ball over to Mullins. Mullins hits Matheny up top. His shot no good. Rebound comes down to Wyatt Goebel. And the Hawks move the ball to their end of the floor. Kaysen Steele all the way down. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be last touch off of Thompsonville. And the Hawks will inbound under their own goal. Caston Wood to trigger it in for the Hawks. Into Goebel in the corner. Goebel up top to Page. Page gives it off to Combs. Combs back up top to Page. Gives it to Caston Wood out near the half-court line. The Hawks are resetting their offense. Wood. And we got a 3-second in the lane violation on Kaysen Steele. And Thompsonville will take over. Grayson with the pass in the corner. Couldn't see who that was. The ball gets loose. Picked up by Elliott Page. Page to Combs. To Wood right in front of us. Down low to Goebel. Nice feed to Steele. Cutting in, and Kaysen Steele on a nice feed there by Wyatt Goebel. And the Hawks score first here in the second half. Matheny up top to Mullins. Mullins works the right side, spins, turns, and will be called for the travel. He had a couple ideas in mind. The travel was not one of them, but that's what happened. Reese Crane will check in, and Kaysen Steele will go to the bench. And the ball inbounded to Elliott Page. Page across the line into the front court for the Hawks. Feeds Crane. Crane out to Wood. Wood down low on the block to Goebel. Goebel turns. He kicks it up top to Combs. Combs working the defense. Gives it out to Page. Page in the corner to Wood. Wood flings it across. Tries to hit Combs underneath, but it is stolen down there by Mayberry Pritchett. He gives it off to Matheny and the Tigers. Back to their end. Matheny dribbles in, decides he's in range, fires one up, no good. Hawks rebound it. 5 minutes on the clock in the third quarter. Wood into the front court to Crane. Crane spins, loses the handle, gets it back. Now he's looking for help. Loses the handle again, picks it up, gets it out to Wood. Wood on the far side to Page. Page hits Crane. Crane spins, goes down the lane, goes up for the shot. He is going to be fouled. Reese Crane going to the line to shoot two. Foul whistled against number 40. That is Keegan Kemp. That's his second. And the team first for Thompsonville as Reese will fire him up. And his first shot rims out. Jaden Tucker checks in. Caston Wood to the bench. Crane's second shot is short, and Wyatt Goebel comes up with the rebound, gives it out to Page. Page to Combs, back up top to Page, over to Tucker, feeds Goebel underneath. He spins middle of the lane, his shot no good, rebound comes down to Pritchett. He gives it off to Tucker, ahead to Mullins, and Thompsonville on the attack. Out to Tucker. I'm sorry, that's Pritchett. He fires the three, and Pritchett connects from downtown. Jamison Mayberry Pritchett, the longest name on the floor, puts one in. Page over to Combs. Bounce pass in. Crane. Crane spins, shoots. No good. Rebound fought for, comes down to Pritchett. They get it ahead to Tucker. He gives it off to Grayson. His pass underneath the Kemp. His shot is no good. Rebound is fought for. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch, Thompsonville. Connor Patton checking in for the Hawks, and Aiden Combs will go to the bench. I will try to keep from hitting my camera again. Ball up in the front court to Tucker. Tucker to Page. On the far side to Patton. Patton to Tucker. Tucker to Page. Page kicks it in. Goebel tries to dump it down low to Patton, and it's through his hands and out of bounds. And inadvertent buzzer there by the scorer's table. 38-13 our score. Third quarter, just under 3.5 minutes. Grayson gives it off to Tucker. Tucker out to Mullins. Mullins loses the handle, gives it back to Grayson, who goes baseline. He loses the handle, out of bounds, and the Hawks will take over. Elliott Page for the Hawks. Page up into the front court to Patton. Patton kicks it down low to Goebel. Nice pass by Connor Patton. Wyatt Goebel there to put it in. And the Hawks back up on top, 40-13. Mullins drives the middle of the lane. He gets it out to Pritchett down in the corner. Grayson to Mullins for three. No good. Rebound comes down, Wyatt Goebel. And Wyatt dribbles it out of there, flips it ahead to Reese Crane, who drives, fakes, shoots, and scores. Nice job there by Reese Crane. Good look for Wyatt. 2.5 minutes. The Hawks up 29. Over to Tucker. Tucker spins, goes baseline. Puts up the one-hander. No good. Rebound comes down to Jaden Tucker. Jaden pushes it ahead. His pass batted back in his face, but he gets the recoil. And now Pritchett has it on the ground. He gets it out to Grayson. Tucker steals it back. His pass is stolen by Kemp. And the Circus 10 is out. Thompsonville finally works it down, gets it to Kemp on the low block. And he scores his first basket of the night. Page over to Tucker. 1:45 on the clock. Up top, Patton to Page. Page pass is batted down. This Mayberry Pritchett kid seems to be everywhere for Thompsonville. Checking in for Thompsonville, number 12. That is Xavier Harmsky. Tucker with the ball for Gallatin up top. Over to Page. Page working it around. Kicks it down to Goebel. Goebel flips it out. Tucker fires one up. In and out from the corner. Rebound batted down. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Thompsonville player. Couldn't tell if he was going to call that off of Connor or the Thompsonville player. He chose the guy in white. 1:26 on the clock. Hawks to inbound under their own goal. Hawks needing 3 points right here. Into Goebel. Goebel spins, goes up. His shot is blocked. Pass ahead to Mullins. Mullins drives, fakes. Kicks it back out to Tucker. Liam Tucker over to Pritchett. He fires a three. In and out. Crane yanks down the rebound. Throws one Tiger to the ground in the process. Gets it off to Page. Page quickly back to the offensive end. Euro step from Page, up and in. And the Hawks lead it by 29 again with just under a minute to go. Tucker with the ball, gives it off to Mullins. Mullins dribbles in, gives it off to Grayson, and Grayson is going to be whistled for taking that extra step. For Thompsonville, number 35, Carter Alexander checks in. Mullins will go to the bench. And for the Hawks, Gage Pritchett checks in, and Elliott Page will have a seat. Hawks would love to get a bucket here and get the running clock going for the fourth. Tucker into Goebel. His shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down. Mayberry Pritchett hands it off to the new guy. That is Alexander. He dribbles down, gives it off to Pritchett. They leave him alone. He drives. He is going to be fouled underneath there. Reese Crane with a foul? No, they called a different number. Foul called on number 13. That is Jaden Tucker. That is his first. Ball inbounded to Pritchett in the corner. Mayberry Pritchett from Thompsonville gives it off to Alexander. Alexander into Pritchett. Out top to Liam Tucker. He drives the lane. Kicks it to Pritchett. Nice shot. Nice look for Thompsonville. That was run well right there. Gallatin back down, 2 seconds on the clock. Tucker fires one up. It is no good, and at the end of 3, the Hawks lead it 44-17, and we will be back just a second. And we are ready to start the 4th. It will be Gallatin County basketball. For the Hawks on the floor, Gage Pritchett, Jasper Cobb, Jaden Tucker, Reese Crane, and Connor Patton. They will man the duties for the Hawks. Patton fires one up from deep. It goes in and out. Rebound, Reese Crane fighting for it. Has it yanked away by Mayberry Pritchett. Ball given back to number 20. That is Clark Grayson. Underneath the Pritchett, he goes up. He is fouled under there, and he will shoot 2. At the line, Mayberry Grayson. Foul whistled against number 5. That is Jasper Cobb. That'll be his first. First shot does not fall. Second shot from Pritchett on its way. It's no good. Tucker with the rebound for the Hawks. And they'll bring it back to the offensive end. Pritchett in the corner to Patton. Patton works it way out. Gage Pritchett back to Jaden Tucker. To Patton in the corner. He spins, goes baseline, pulls it back. Underneath to Cobb. Cobb turns, kicks it back to Patton. Patton tries to get it into Crane. It's knocked away and stolen. And Liam Tucker from Thompsonville has the ball. Over in the corner to Hammerski. Up top, Tucker gives it off to Grayson underneath, number 35. That is Carter Alexander for 2. Down in the corner to Cobb. They feed Crane. Crane spins on the baseline. His shot rims in. And Reese Crane connects for another 2. And Thompsonville quickly to the other end. Grayson just bowls his way to the goal. And he will go to the line and shoot 2. Shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down. Pritchett with a rebound, doesn't get it to fall, gets his own board. And Thompsonville comes out with it, and Hammerski with the shot for Thompsonville. And Thompsonville mounting a little comeback here. Ethan Morgan with the ball over to Gage Pritchett in the corner. Carson Brandon, he's going to drive. Bounce pass across to Cobb. Cobb steps, goes, puts it up. No good. Rebound fought for, knocked out of bounds. Last touch Thompsonville, and off the head of a Thompsonville cheerleader. Gage Pritchett to inbound the ball. Thompsonville coming back with some reinforcements. Pritchett into Patton. Out to Cobb. Cobb up top, Morgan. Morgan over to Cobb in the corner. Pritchett fires the three. No good. Rebound comes down. Ethan Morgan almost rips it away from Kempf, but Thompsonville keeps it. And it's Matheny back to the other end. Matheny up top to Alexander, over to Hammerski. Now Mullins. Mullins back to Hammerski. To Alexander. A couple of double, well, he thought about making a move. He's going to double dribble. Yeah, it started to say. Looked like a double dribble to me when he started, but he got away with the first, didn't get away with the second. 4:14 on the clock. Hawks up by 25. Morgan in the corner to Cobb. Cobb to Pritchett, back up top to Morgan. Now over to Carson Brandon. Brandon, middle of the lane, down to Patton, off his shoe. Patton picks it up. Pass comes out to Pritchett. Pritchett down low. Cobb. He's banged around. His pass is going to be out of bounds, but they're going to whistle Thompsonville for a foul on number 15. That is Matheny, Logan Matheny, his first. Hawks to inbound under their own goal. Pritchett bounces into Patton. Patton spins, middle of the lane, doesn't take the shot. Gets it out to Brandon. Brandon fires the three. It is no good. Rebound comes down. Patton runs it down. Out to Jasper Cobb, out to Ethan Morgan. Morgan works the right side down to the block, puts one up. His shot no good. Morgan's going to go to the line to shoot two. And a foul coming on Keegan Kempf. That'll be his second team foul against the Tigers. And Ethan Morgan at the line shooting two. And he misses the first one. JV squad has been consistent from the line. Second shot on its way, and it is also no good. Patton gets it out to Brandon. Brandon dribbles through some traffic, but a foul coming. I believe it's going to be on Hammerski, and that will be his first. Xavier Hammerski. Referees were not ready to go, so now here we go. In the corner, Brandon. Brandon, middle of the lane. Dipsy-do shot, no good. Rebound. Hammerski gives it off to Mullins. Mullins into the front court. Into the corner. That is Alexander. He loses the handle on it. Morgan comes out with it. Kicks it across to Cobb. Bounce pass across to Pritchett. Trying to be a little too generous instead of taking it to the hole. Gavin Brazier checks in. Connor Patton will go to the bench. Just over 3 minutes to go. Hawks lead it by 25. Mullen with the basketball, works to the right side. Kicks it out to Hammerski, down to Mullen, who fires the three. Misses it, gets his own rebound, followed his shot, did a good job. Alexander over to Hammerski, takes a dribble in. His shot no good. Rebound, Brazier has it knocked loose, picked up by Morgan underneath the goal. He flips it way out to Cobb all by himself. Fakes one shot, puts it in. Jasper Cobb on the Hawks. Extend the lead. 2.5 minutes to go. Down low, knock loose Carson Brandon. Brandon's going to drive all the way down, pull it back. Now double back toward the goal. Dribbles through traffic and is fouled by number 35, Cedric Alexander. Checking in for the Hawks, Kendall Bloodworth. Lucas Reed, Noah Rushing, and Jeremiah Owen. And someone's going to have to take it in for the Hawks. Gavin says, I'll do it. Gets it in. Owen fires the three. No good. Rebound comes off to Matheny. Matheny has his pocket picked by Owens. Owens dribbles right into a Thompsonville player. And Alexander picks up the foul, and that will send Jeremiah Owen to the line to shoot two. Jeremiah Owen at the line. First shot is up and good. Like, just run stagger, shoot the three. Here we go. I'm joking there with Coach Lawler. Pass ahead to Matheny. 2 minutes on the clock. Down to Mullins. Over to Hammerski. Back to Mullen. Mullen on the right side. Back to the middle. Pulls up. Puts up the shot. Rebound Gavin Brazier. Passes it out to Owen. To Brazier, top of the key. Out to Owen. Owen has his pocket picked by Mullen. Mullen the other way. His shot no good. Rebound fought for. Knocked out of bounds. Kempf comes up with it from Thompsonville and puts it in. Keegan Kempf with his 4th point of the night. Reed into the corner to Brazier. Brazier up top to Owens. Owens to Reed. Reed is fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two. 1:07 on the clock. Reed at the line shooting a pair. His first shot is no good. Reed's second shot also rims out, and Kemp with the rebound for Thompsonville. They get it ahead to Hammerski. Hammerski on the right side, back to the middle. Pulls up. He puts up the 8-footer. It's up and good off the board. And Xavier Hammerski with another bucket. Over to Rushing. Rushing down low to Bloodworth. It's knocked loose. Picked up by Mullen. Mullen. He's going to drive. Bounces off Owen. No call. Good call by the officials. To Kemp out at the three-point line. Down to Mullen. Up top to Hammerski. Hammerski drives. Lays it up. No good. Rebound. Bounces around. He comes up with it and bounces it off of Lucas Reed's leg with 26 seconds left to go in the JV contest. Ball inbounded to Hammerski near the center line. Bounces it in to Kemp. Kemp turns, feeds it down low to Brazier, but it ends up in Hammerski's hands, and we have a foul coming against Lucas Reed, and that will be his first, team third. And 21 seconds on the clock. In the corner to Hammerski. Up top, Alexander. Tries to get it into Kemp. It's batted back to Alexander. Lucas Reed comes up with a loose ball, gets it to Owens. Owens has it, brings it up into the front court, and pulls back, and that will do it. Owens decides to fire one up, and that will do it. And the Hawks JV squad comes away with a 49-25 victory over Thompsonville.
This time our TCHS cheerleaders will perform our school song.
And Thompsonville's cheerleaders performing their school song. We'll just leave it here on them.
Front row is Lainey Williams.
And while they are doing this, I'll go through the unofficial scoring for the Hawks. They were led in scoring by Elliott Page with 15. 8 points for Cason Steele, 8 points for Reese Crane, 6 points for Wyatt Goebel, 5 points for Aiden Combs, and 2 points for Jasper Cobb, 1 point Jeremiah Owens, 2 points for Caston Wood, and 2 points for Max Brockett for their total of 49. For Thompsonville, they were led by Jamison Mayberry Pritchett. He had 5 points to lead the team, 4 points for Keegan Kemp, 3 points for Riley Mullins, 3 points for Braden Gaither, and 2 points apiece for Logan Matheny, Carter Alexander, Ronnie Duncan, and that will do it. So, Hawks JV squad pulls out the victory, and we will now turn the page to the varsity contest. And I'm going to get my paperwork together. While they're doing things here, we're just going to leave the camera here on this, and I will get everything set up for the varsity contest. And they're having some technical difficulties here at Thompsonville. And a sneak peek here at the Thompsonville mascot, unmasked.
Give them a crowd cheer, girls.
I believe it is senior night here at Thompsonville, so we will have those festivities as well. And the Hawks have taken the floor. Thompsonville getting ready to take the floor. We're about 14 minutes away from the start of this one, so I am going to step away for a bit. And I will be back with you here shortly to talk about the varsity contest.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Allegiance Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Allegiance, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Allegiance, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks Athletics.
Well, we got about 10 minutes before the start of this one. Again, I believe it is their senior night, so they'll have senior night festivities here in a little bit. So before we get to that, let's go ahead and talk about some things coming up for both the high school boys and the high school girls. Let's take a look at the schedule for this week. Tomorrow night, the high school girls will be in action over at El Dorado. Then Thursday night, the high school girls wrap up their regular season with a senior night game at home against Weber Township. Friday night, the high school boys will be on the road They will be going to Gallatin to take on the Pope County Pirates. If the Hawks are successful tonight, that becomes an important GEC game on Friday night. Saturday, the 14th, the girls begin their play in the regional tournament. They will play at 1 p.m. on Saturday at home against Egyptian, and that is the opening round of the regional tournament. Gallatin is the host of the regional tournament this year, so all the games will be played there. But the Hawks open up with Egyptian at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon in the regional tournament. If the Lady Hawks are successful on Saturday afternoon, they will move to the Monday night game at 7:30. They will take on the Goreville Lady Black Cats. And that is if they win on Saturday. They will play Monday night at 7:30. Tuesday the 17th, next Tuesday night, if the Hawks are successful tonight and they're successful at Pope County, then they will go to Hardin County on the 17th to face the Cougars, and the winner of that game will more than likely be the regular season conference champion for the Greater Egyptian Conference. That is on Tuesday the 17th at Hardin County. Wednesday the 18th, the Hawks are at home taking on Carrier Mills. And they finish up their regular season schedule on the 19th with a home game against Crab Orchard. That is Thursday the 19th, the final regular season home game for the Hawks taking on Crab Orchard. If the high school girls are successful Monday night against Goreville, if they've advanced and they end up with a victory over Goreville, they will advance to the regional championship game on Friday night the 20th, and of course that game will be played at Gallatin County High School. And the boys will begin regional play the following week, but at this time there is no schedule as to who and when they will be playing in the regional. So that's the upcoming schedule. Tomorrow night, girls at El Dorado. Thursday night, girls at home against Weber. Friday night, boys at Pope County. And then on Saturday, the girls at home, 1 o'clock against Egyptian in the first round of the regional tournament. And that is the remainder of this week. And then we've got a full slate again next week. And hopefully the boys and girls will both still be going deep into the postseason, which starts for the girls this weekend and the boys the following week. All right, let's talk about the game here tonight. Well, this is two teams that are very balanced, actually, that are coming into this game. Gallatin County comes into this with a record of 13 wins, 13 losses, sitting right at the 500 mark. They are 8-1 in the GEC, and they are still in the driver's seat for the opportunity to win the conference regular season championship. The Hawks, however, do come into this game when losing 3 of their last 4 before the victory over Galatia last Friday night. Thompsonville comes into the game with a record of 17 wins, 11 losses. They are 7-4 in the Greater Egyptian Conference, and they are riding a 5-game winning streak right into this game, including a victory over the Hawks in the 3rd place game at the GEC tournament. They got a victory over the Hawks 37-30 on that Saturday. Of course, that was the day the Hawks played North City to start the day and had the double overtime loss, and then had to come back a couple hours later and square off against Thompsonville. It was just not a great outing for the Hawks that evening, and they dropped one to Thompsonville on that night, 37-30. However, back on the 12th of December, Gallatin was a winner over Thompsonville, 48-35, and this will be the second game of the regular season, and it will kind of just be the rubber match for the actual amount of games they are playing this season, as both teams have 1 win apiece. Thompsonville is coached by Kevin Smith. He does a fine job here. Very nice gentleman. Came by and greeted me as I came in this evening, and was just very cordial, and I appreciated that very much. And of course, the Hawks coached by Matt Lawler. And we're about 4 minutes away from the start of things. I'm going to kind of step away and quieten things down here as they will be getting ready for their senior night activities. And following that, I'm sure they will have the national anthem and the starting lineups, and then we will be ready for Greater Egyptian Conference basketball and Gallatin County Hawk basketball here in about 3.5 minutes. And they have cleared the clock here, so I think we are getting ready for the national anthem and the starting lineups, which will be forthcoming.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's matchup between the Gallatin County Hawks and the Thompsonville Tigers. If you would please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we have the national anthem. We're getting ready for the starting lineups.
First, let's meet the visiting team, the Gallatin County Hawks.
And the starting lineup for the Hawks.
Starting at guard, number 24,
Jordan Montgomery out of the tunnel first, the lone senior.
the guard, number 10,
Jackson
Jackson Carney.
Carney.
At forward, number 5,
Talon
Talon Smith.
Smith.
Also at forward, number 23, Brendan Brown.
Number 23, Brendan Brown.
And at center, number 30.
And the big man, Max Brockett, will round out
Coached by Matt Waller and
the starting rotation for the Hawks.
And now, the starting lineup for your Thompsonville Tigers.
And Thompsonville getting some
Starting at guard, number 2.
music here for their introduction. Number 2, Lucas Blades.
Number 23, Mace Ridgway.
Number 23, Mace Ridgway.
Number 5, Ronnie Duncan.
Number 5, Ronnie Duncan.
Mason Marino.
Number 30, Mason Marino.
Center, number 21,
And number 21, Liam
Liam Reagan.
Reagan.
Coached by head coach Kevin Smith, assisted by Brendan Norris and Ryan Ridgway. Tonight's officials are Chad Smith, Cody Hiller, and Chad Hitchler.
And we are getting ready for the tip-off of this one. Standard starting lineup out there for the Hawks. Max Brockett, Brendan Brown, Talon Smith, Jackson Carney, and the one senior, Jordan Montgomery. All the other starters are juniors. And if I'm correct, I believe for Thompsonville, Reagan is a senior, Mace Ridgway is a junior, Mason Marino is a junior, Lucas Blades is a junior, and Ronnie Duncan is a freshman. I'll double check that later. But don't hold me to it. Here we go. We're getting ready for the start of this one. And jumping center, it will be Brendan Brown and Liam Reagan for Thompsonville. Mr. Official getting ready to toss it up. Toots his whistle and away we go. Ball tipped out. Jackson Carney controls it for the Hawks. And Gallatin will have the ball on their end of the floor. Jackson Carney works the ball to the right side as the Hawks reset their offense. Now over to Talon Smith on the left. Out, Jordan Montgomery makes a move to the middle of the lane, loses the handle. It's knocked loose. Montgomery runs down the loose ball, and his pass is loose on the floor. Jackson Carney and Mace Ridgway in a battle for it. It is still loose on the floor. Montgomery comes up with it and gets it out. Liam Reagan from Thompsonville has it. He takes it down, tries to jam it in, and he is going to be fouled by Talon Smith. And that will be Talon's first, and it will be the team first on Gallatin, and it will send Liam Reagan to the line to shoot two. Reagan's first shot is no good off the back iron. Can't fault the young man for wanting to throw one down, but probably if he lays it up, he's shooting for a three-point play. Second shot is on the way, and it is good, and Thompsonville jumps out to a 1-point lead. Carney into the front court for the Hawks. Gets his pass to Talon Smith. It is broken up, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Talon as Lucas Blades broke that pass up. And Talon tried to recover, and not a lot of room on the sidelines. Ridgway with the basketball to Reagan. Reagan up top to Marino. Marino looks inside, kicks it over to Blades. Blades puts it on the ground, back out to Marino, top of the key. He's going to drive all the way down. Left-hander puts it up. No good. Rebound, Talon Smith. And the Hawks are running back the other way. Talon Smith gives it off to Carney. Carney drives baseline, loses the handle as Ridgway knocks it loose. And the Hawks will inbound under their own goal with 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. Smith to Brockett. Pass up to Carney. Carney down in the corner. Talon Smith thinks about a shot, gives it back to Carney. Carney fires one up from three, and Jackson Carney puts the Hawks on top to get things started with a three-point basket. Pass underneath to Marino. He gets loose. He lays it up and in. Shoddy camera work by yours truly. Carney with the ball, top of the key, goes over a screen. Working against Reagan. Gives it off to Smith. Smith over a screen as well. Nothing there, back to Carney. Carney works himself to the middle, pulls up, jumper from about 10 feet, no good. Rebound comes down to Ridgway. Ridgway brings it up for Thompsonville. Ridgway working way up high, directing traffic. Gets it off to Blades, back to Ridgway. Like they're trying to clear out to one side. Back to Blades. Blades makes a move, kicks it out to Duncan for three. No good. Rebound, Jordan Montgomery. Good position on that board there for Jordan. And the Hawks back to their end. 5.5 on the clock, down to Talon Smith. Talon in the corner. His pass to Jordan Montgomery through his hands. Jordan tried to make a move before he caught it. Back to Brockett. Brockett to Talon Smith. Talon brings it up top, and he's going to run the show from up there. To the left side, doubles back across to the baseline, has it swatted out of bounds by Reagan. Nice move by Talon, but Liam Reagan was right there, and he rejected the shot. Montgomery to trigger it in for the Hawks. Into Carney. Carney works. Middle of the lane, goes up, lays it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Marino from Thompsonville. And the Tigers back to their end of the floor. Ridgway with the basketball. Directing traffic up top. It's like they're isolating on one side, trying to get the ball to Reagan. They get it to him. He kicks it back out. Marino is going to drive baseline, the left-hander. And his pass is nearly stolen by Carney, but Ridgway comes up with it. Duncan, the freshman, with the ball over a screen. He's going to go middle of the lane. He lays it up with the left hand, no good. Brendan Brown with a rebound, gives it to Carney, and away the Hawks go. Nearly stolen deck there by Blades, but Carney pulls it away, and the Hawks are back to their end, operating with 4:15 on the clock. Talon Smith fires one up from deep, no good. Rebound comes down, and it's going to be a foul coming on Brendan Brown as Duncan came up with the rebound. Brown with the foul. Blades into Ridgway. Pass in the corner to Marino. Marino bounce pass underneath to Blades. He goes up right hand, scores. Lucas Blades puts the Tigers back in front at 5-3. Carney with the ball over to Talon Smith. Talon back up top. Jordan Montgomery over to Brown. Brown down to Carney. Carney doubles back, goes baseline, loses the handle. Picks it back up, gives it to Talon Smith. Talon feeds it back out to Carney. He brings it back up top of the key. Works his way down the lane, kicks it out to Montgomery. Nice fake by Montgomery. He goes up, has his shot blocked. Max Brockett is there, though, to grab it and put it in, and Max cleaning up the miss. 5-5, 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes 20 seconds, rather, on the clock. Marino in the corner for Thompsonville. Up top to Duncan, over to Ridgway. Ridgway with the basketball to Blades. Blades for three, off the board and in. And Lucas Blades connects with a three-point basket off the window. And Thompsonville back up to a three-point lead. Carney delivers it down low to Montgomery. Nice look there by Jackson. Montgomery found a seam. And the Hawks cut it back to one. Ridgway with the ball for Thompsonville. Works it over to Duncan into the corner. Reagan drives, his pass nearly stolen. Duncan has it, pulls up, 12-footer, no good. Rebound, Brendan Brown. The Jackson Carney through traffic, and he has his pocket picked by Duncan, who gives it off to Ridgway. And the Tigers come back to the offensive end. Blades with the basketball. In the corner to Marino. Marino works it back up top, guarded by Brockett, pulls up, free throw line extended jumper. Mason Marino connects. The Hawks back down by 3. Just under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Carney with the basketball over to Montgomery. Montgomery underneath the Carney. He works against the big trees down there. Reagan slaps his shot back out to three-point range. Montgomery gets it. His pass underneath to Brown. Brown goes up and he is fouled. And Brendan Brown will go to the line to shoot two as the foul was whistled against number 2. That is Lucas Blades, his first. Team first for Thompsonville. And Brendan Brown goes to the line and misses the first. The Hawks have not shot free throws well here tonight. Brown's second shot is good. And creeping up on a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Hawks down by 2. Blades with the basketball. Works it back up top of the key, dumps it to Marino. Marino makes a move to the middle, kicks it off to the corner. Duncan fires the three, and Duncan connects on the three. And the Hawks suddenly are down by 5 to a scrappy Thompsonville team. Montgomery with the ball on the left side, goes blocked, kicks it back out. Talon Smith drives it to the corner, kicks it underneath to Brown. His shot is up, and it is blocked by Marino. And Thompsonville with about their 4th block shot of this quarter. Now Reagan's going to fire a three. His shot no good. Talon Smith comes down. Smith pushes it up court, all the way down, takes it up, lays it hard off the iron. Rebound is going to be long underneath, battled for. They're going to say last touch Thompsonville. And Casey Steele will check in for the final 47 seconds of the first quarter as Brendan Brown will go to the bench. And the Hawks need a basket here. Nice pass underneath the Jackson Carney. He fakes the shot, goes up and puts it in. The Hawks cut it to 3. 35 seconds on the clock. Duncan to Blades. Blades drives the lane, kicks it down low to Duncan. Duncan pulls it back out up top. Out to Reagan. Reagan top of the key. Dumps it down to Marino. Marino up top to Ridgway. 18 seconds on the clock. Thompsonville content to hold it for one shot. Pass down to Marino on the baseline. He works it back up, now doubles back to the baseline. 5 seconds on the clock. Ridgway kicks it into Reagan. Reagan turns, spins, fires a deep three, no good. And the Hawks trail it by 3 at the end of 1, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. I believe it will be Thompsonville basketball to start the second quarter. On the floor for the Hawks, Jordan Montgomery, Talon Smith, Max Brockett, Kaysen Steele, and Jackson Carney. And here comes Thompsonville to start the second. Mace Ridgway with the ball over to Duncan. Duncan loses the handle, nearly loses it backcourt, but picks it up. He wasn't worried. Dribbles over on the left side, gives it off to Ridgway. Ridgway pulls it back, down in the corner to Duncan. Duncan looking underneath, trying to get the ball to Reagan. He drives, he puts one up from middle of the lane, and it is good. And the freshman connects again for another basket. Ronnie Duncan with another bucket. And the Hawks are back down by 5. Montgomery to Brockett at the free throw line, gives it to Smith. Smith drives the lane, puts one up. We got a foul on the ground. Basket will not count. Foul against number 23, that is Ridgway. That'll be his first. And the team first on Thompsonville. Only the second foul Thompsonville has accrued tonight. Ball into Steele, out to Montgomery. He works baseline, back out to Steele. Underneath to Montgomery. He spins, bounce pass on the ball. Gets away, and they're going to say last touch Gallatin. It will be Thompsonville basketball. 7:10 on the clock. Ridgway with the basketball, brings it up court. Across the line to Duncan. Duncan in the corner to Marino. Marino up near top of the key, gives it off to Blades. Blades trying to worm his way to the goal. Up top to Duncan. Duncan has been hot. He drives in, spins, back out to Blades. Blades one step, shot. It's up, no good. Long rebound. Max Brockett slaps it back toward Kaysen Steele. And the Hawks will take over at the 6:40 mark. Trailing by 5. Hawks need a basket here. Smith into the front court. Over the screen. Up top to Brockett. Nice fake. Max gives it off. Carney. Carney fires the three. No good. Rebound fought for Montgomery up with it. He goes up. His shot no good. Think he was expecting to get blocked there or fouled, and he didn't get either one. Blades with the ball for Thompsonville back the other way. He's going to go all the way underneath the goal. Kicks it across to Marino. Marino out to Duncan. His shot no good. Reagan tips one over Montgomery's head, and Thompsonville will retain the possession. Up top, Blades into the corner to Marino. Marino goes baseline, pulls up. The left-hander's shot is no good. Rebound fought for Duncan. Steele blocks his shot, and Marino runs down the loose ball. Over to Ridgway. Ridgway, he's going to drive baseline. He kicks it back out. Marino has it into the corner to Ridgway. 5:45 on the clock underneath the Reagan, and he is going to be fouled by Jordan Montgomery as Jordan was trying to deny the pass inside. Thompsonville will inbound the ball under their own goal. That is Jordan's first foul, first team foul on the Hawks. Mace Ridgway to inbound the ball for Thompsonville. He flips it in. Reagan comes down with it, gets it out to Blades, who's going to drive the lane, flip one up, and he is going to be fouled, I believe, by Max Brockett. And for Max, that will be his first, team's second, whistled against the Hawks, and it will send Lucas Blades to the line to shoot 2. Blades' first shot is in and out. Checking in for the Hawks, Brendan Brown. And Kaysen Steele will have a seat on the bench. And Lucas Blades with his second shot is good. Five and a half minutes to go in the first half. Hawks down 6. Carney with the basketball. He's going to drive, low block, gets himself set, misses. Brown comes up with a loose ball rebound. Brendan Brown puts it in. Good work on the low block there by Brown. And the Hawks pull a little closer. Ridgway to Reagan. He tries to feed Ridgway, cutting down. It's going to be off of his hands. Gallatin County basketball. Aiden Combs checking in for the Hawks as Max Brockett will have a seat. And the Hawks with a chance to cut it down to 2. Off to Smith. He fires a long three. No good. Rebound. Duncan. Duncan gives it off to Ridgway. And back up into the front court. Over to Reagan. Reagan. In the corner to Ridgway. Ridgway works himself middle of the lane. Thought about a shot, didn't take it. Gets it out to Reagan for a three. No good. Rebound slapped out. And it's going to be run down by Reagan. He gives it off to Duncan. Duncan pulls in. 12-footer. No good. Rebound. Jackson Carney. And here come the Hawks. He throws it ahead to Montgomery. Montgomery in traffic, lays it up, and it rims out. Aiden Combs is there. His shot no good. Rebound comes down to Blades. Blades in traffic is fouled by Brendan Brown. And that will be Brendan's second. And it will be the team third on the Hawks as, Brown is on the ground. Yeah, I think Brendan may have twisted an ankle right there. Hopefully it's something he can just kind of walk off. Checking in for the Hawks is Max Brockett. And it will be Thompsonville basketball. 4:16 on the clock. Ridgway with the basketball over to Marino. Marino back up top to Blades. Blades across to Duncan, who feeds Marino on the low block, loses the handle, gets it back. Now he doubles back on the baseline. Nothing there. Out to Duncan. Duncan drives middle of the lane. He spins down to the low block. He misses the shot. It is a rebound fought for, and they're going to say last touch off of Ridgway, and it will be Gallatin County basketball. 3:51 on the clock. Carney up across the line. Over to Montgomery. Montgomery feeds Brockett underneath, but it's knocked away and stolen by Marino. And here comes the Tigers. They are a relentless bunch. Ridgway with the ball over in the corner. Marino. Up top to Blades. Blades drives, shoots. No good, and the rebound. The ball hits the supports up there for the shot clock. And the Hawks will take back over. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Like to see the Hawks get a bucket or some points on this drive down the floor. Smith up top to Montgomery. Montgomery over to Carney. Carney drives baseline, dumps it down to Combs. Back up top, Brockett for three. No good. Rebound tapped out. Jackson Carney comes up with it as Montgomery taps it out. Carney drives in. He puts it up and in. And that's the bucket the Hawks needed right there. Now a 2-point ball game, 2:51 to go. Ridgway with the basketball. He doubles back, goes middle of the lane, and he is going to be fouled on the ground by Max Brockett. Wrong place, wrong time for Max, as he is going to be whistled for his second. Checking in for the Hawks, Caston Wood and Kaysen Steele, as Brockett goes to the bench, and Combs. Ridgway to inbound the ball for Thompsonville, flips it into Reagan. Reagan way up high. Was looking for Duncan, but didn't get him. Good defense there by Talon Smith. Now he does get it to Duncan up near the center line. Duncan over a screen, going to drive to the block. He's going to go up, and Duncan scores on the low block. Ronnie Duncan, the freshman, is doing some damage for the Tigers. Carney with the basketball up top near the center circle. Carney, gets away with a double there. Duncan, and Carney loses the handle. Thought he was fouled, but loses the handle, and it goes to the corner. Duncan has it. Now Duncan up top for Thompsonville to Marino. Marino's going to drive middle of the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Reagan for three, and he finally connects for one. And that pushes the Thompsonville advantage up to 7 at 21-14 with a minute and a half to go in the first half. Over to Smith. Smith bounces it up top to Wood. Wood over to Carney on the far side. Carney pulls up. He fires a three. There we go. Jackson Carney. Nice job And the Hawks even it back up. They don't even it up, but they get it back to 4. Ridgway with the ball, gives it off to Blades. Blades to Marino. Marino's is going to be called for steps as he tried to make a move. The left-hander was trying to make a move to the left side of the floor, and it did not work out. And the Hawks will take over with 1:13 to go on the clock. Montgomery into Kearney. Coach Lawler calls out the play. Kearney will take it down court. Just over a minute to go in the first half. Kearney feeds it down low to Talon Smith. His shot up off the board, no good. They are definitely aware of the shot blockers that Thompsonville has. Ridgway back across the lane. Works on the right side, dumps it down in the corner to Duncan, fires the 3. His rebound is no good. Fought for Liam Reagan, comes down with it. He goes up, his shot is no good. Kaysen Steele affected that shot, got the rebound, gets it out to Tony Smith. Smith tries to push it ahead to Jordan Montgomery, who spins and shoots. It's going to be fouled, but he's going to be fouled on the ground. And the Hawks will have to inbound under their own goal with 37 seconds left to go in the first half. Montgomery will trigger it in. Checking in for Thompsonville, number 11, that is Braden Gaither, as Ridgway will have a seat. Montgomery into Kearney. Kearney flips it out. Wood, back to Kearney. Kearney tries to feed down low to Talon Smith. His shot no good. Kaysen Steele comes down with the rebound. Kaysen is going to be fouled on the stick back attempt, and he will go to the line. Foul was whistled against number 2. That is Lucas Blades. That will be his second, and that will be the third team foul whistled against Thompsonville. Kaysen Steele's first shot rims out. Steele's second shot is no good as well. And Lucas Blades pulls the board for the Tigers. Up into the front court. Nice move by Blades. He flips it down low to Gaither, who has his shot rejected by Talon Smith. 18 seconds on the clock. Thompsonville to inbound under their own goal. Gaither with the basketball. Into Marino. To Gaither. 14 seconds on the clock. Thompsonville playing for one shot. Blades with the basketball. Works himself middle of the lane. His pass over to Duncan is knocked loose, but Duncan comes up with it. Fires the 3 off Marino's hands out of bounds, and there's 1/10 of a second left on the clock. So not enough time for anything to happen. So at the half, the Hawks will trail it by 4 at 21-17. And we're going to step away. We will be back in a few moments with some information here at halftime.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pin boards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawtytown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, Class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
Okay, let's take a look at some things here at the half. Let's take a look at some halftime scoring, unofficial, of course. For the Hawks, they are being led by Jackson Carney with 10. 3 points for Brendan Brown, and 2 points apiece for Max Brockett and Jordan Montgomery. And that is the total of 17 for the Hawks. For Thompsonville, their total of 21. They are being led by Ronnie Duncan. He has 7. Lucas Blades with 6. 4 points apiece for Liam Reagan and Mason Marino. And that is the total of 21 for the Tigers. And that's where we stand at the half. Hawks trail it by 4. Of course, this is a huge game for the Hawks as far as the GEC conference goes. The Hawks still in the driver's seat to potentially win the regular season conference championship, but they have to get a win tonight. They have to get a win. Well, they have to win all the rest of them, but they definitely have to win tonight and win Friday night and set up the big game with Hardin County next Tuesday for potentially what could be the conference championship. So Hawks got some work to do in the second half. Let's talk about some other work that needs to be done, the upcoming schedule. Let's just break this down by team. Let's start off with the high school girls. Tomorrow night, the girls are over at El Dorado to take on the Lady Eagles. Thursday night, they'll be at home for their final home game of the year, which is their senior night. They'll be taking on Weber Township, the Lady Trojans, and that game is Thursday night. This Saturday, the Lady Hawks enter the the regional tournament. They begin regional tournament play Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. That game will be at Gallatin County, and they will be facing off against Egyptian, the Lady Pharaohs. and that game will take place Saturday. If the Lady Hawks win on Saturday, they will advance to next Monday night, the 16th, at 7:30. They will square off with the Goreville Lady Black Cats. And then if they are successful again, they will move on to the regional championship game, which will be held next Friday night, February 20th. And all those games will be taking place at Gallatin County as the Lady Hawks are hosting the regional this year. For the boys, their next game, Friday night, they will travel down to face the Pope County Pirates. Then next week on Tuesday the 17th, they play 3 games in a row. Starting on the 17th, they will go to Hardin County to take on the Cougars. Wednesday night, they're at home against Coach Drake Patton and the Cara Mills Wildcats. And then they finish up their regular season next Thursday, the 19th, with a home game against the Crab Orchard Trojans. And that, of course, is Coach Tyler Hatton of Crab Orchard. And the Hawks will begin their regional play the following week. We have no information yet on times or opponents or any of that sort of thing. All that will be coming up later on this week. So a lot of basketball coming up, boys and girls both. And we got a lot of basketball coming up here in a few minutes as we're getting ready to go to the second half. Hawks trail it by 4. And I'm going to step away for a moment, get myself a drink, get ready for the second half, and hopefully get ourselves ready for a Hawks victory. Well, we're about 45 seconds away from the start of the second half, and it will be, I'm not sure, I think it may be Gallatin County ball to start the second half. The Hawks, well, they trail it by 4 at the half. Couple of things they're going to have to work on during the second half. They're going to have to try to control the interior on the defensive end. Thompsonville doing a lot of ducking and driving. And then on the offensive end, they're going to have to not let the shot blockers from Thompsonville bother them too much, as they have been able to affect the shots of several of the Hawk players. So for the Hawks on the floor to start the second half, we got Talon Smith, Caston Wood, Jackson Carney, Max Brockett, and Jordan Montgomery. Brendan Brown absent from the lineup. I don't know, didn't see Brendan come in or go out at halftime. I was busy doing some things. I do see him down on the bench, so hopefully Brendan is okay. And we are ready to go for the third quarter. Caston Wood has the ball for the Hawks up into the front court. Wood with the basketball, works to the right side to Carney, top of the key. Carney works his way down, one-hander, no good. Talon Smith has the rebound taken away by Reagan, and they give it off to Ridgeway, and Thompsonville holds on the first trip down the floor. Ridgeway with the basketball for the Tigers. Feeds it off to Blades. Blades on the low block, now back up top to Ridgeway. Ridgeway works the ball back center of the court, calls the play. Off in the corner to Marino. Marino dumps it down low to Blades, but his pass is broken up by Montgomery, and they're going to call a foul on Jordan on the backside as he tried to make the steal on that pass. Thompsonville will inbound into their own basket. 7:19 on the clock. Ridgeway, we got a foul coming against Gallatin County. They're going to call it against Caston Wood. They said he was holding the offensive player. And another quick foul on Gallatin. Marino gets the inbound, gives it back to Ridgway. His shot is way off. Talon Smith comes down with the board. And up into the front court come the Hawks. Over to Kearney. Kearney to Wood. Top of the key now, gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery to Smith right in front of us. He dumps to Montgomery. Montgomery spins to the low block, has it stripped away by Blades. He gives it off to Ridgway, and back the other way goes Thompsonville. Into the corner to Reagan. Reagan down in the corner to Marino. Marino is the left-hander down there. Back up top to Reagan, top of the key, gives it off to Duncan. Duncan doubles back, gets it down to Ridgway. Ridgway up top, Marino. Marino, left-hander, hands it off to Blades. Over to Reagan. Reagan thought he was going to spin, but his pass almost gets away. Ran down by Ridgway. Ridgway over to Duncan. Duncan pulls up, fires one up from just beyond the free throw line. No good. Rebound Jackson Kearney. Kearney runs into a defender, and then we're going to have a foul coming on Blades, and that will be his third, the team first, whistled against the Tigers. .6:11 on the clock, left in the third quarter. Jackson Kearney with the basketball. Brings it up into the front court for the Hawks. Off to Talon Smith on the left side. Smith up top to Caston Wood. Wood works his way to the right side to Montgomery. Now down to Kearney. Kearney dumps it low to Montgomery, but it is stolen by Marino. Marino will take it down to the corner. Spins around, gets it back up top to Ridgway. 5:44 on the clock. Ridgway doubles back to Marino. Fires a three, no good. And it misses everything, and out of bounds it goes. And the Hawks will take over at 5:37. Hawks offense is stuck in neutral right now. Wood over to Smith, up top to Kearney. Back to Wood. He tries to dump it down to Montgomery, but it is swatted back by Ridgway. And the Hawks turn it over again. Back to Marino, down to Reagan. Reagan loses a handle, out to Blades. He will drive in, kick it out to Duncan. Duncan, the freshman, drives the lane, puts it up. Got a foul coming, and it's either going to be on Montgomery or it is going to be on Smith, and it is Montgomery. That'll be his third, team third, and it will send Ronnie Duncan to the line to shoot two. Kaysen Steele checking in for Montgomery. Duncan connects on the first shot, and there's the first point of the second half. I keep taking points off the board. That would be nice. Duncan's second shot is up, and it is good. And the freshman has given Gallatin County all kinds of fits tonight. Caston Wood with the basketball. Up near the top of the key, gets it over to Kearney. Kearney to Smith. Smith tries to dump it down to Steele, and he does. Steele goes up, his shot no good. Rebound Reagan, and they're going to call a foul against Max Brockett on the backside. And that will be Max's third foul. And the fourth team foul quickly on Gallatin County here in the third quarter. Aiden Combs checks in for Max as Max has picked up his third. And 4.5 minutes to go. Into the front court, Ridgway down in the corner to Marino. Marino works the ball up top. Now back to Ridgway in the corner. Ridgway directing traffic from the corner. Kicks it across to Duncan. Duncan dribbles back, drives in, loses the handle, out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin County basketball. 4.5 on the clock. Hawks needing a tally on the offensive end here. Kearney into the front court, dribbles over his screen, doubles back down the middle of the lane. He is going to be fouled going to the goal. Foul whistled against I believe that's number 21. That is Liam Reagan. That'll be his first. It'll send Jackson Carney to the line to shoot 2. And the Hawks will try to capitalize from the line. They've not been very good from the line tonight. Elliott Page checking in for the Hawks as Kaysen Steele will check out. And the Hawks going with a smaller, more quicker lineup. Carney's second shot rims out. Rebound comes down to Carney. He drives. He is fouled again by Reagan. And that will be his second. And that will send Carney back to the line to shoot 2 more. Hawks trail it by 5. 4:18 on the clock. Jackson Carney, first shot is up and it is no good. Carney's second shot is good. And we have a timeout, Gallatin County, with a 30-second timeout called by Coach Lawler. With 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. Well, so far, this quarter has been even as we are still at 4 points on the deficit. On the floor for the Hawks, Caston Wood, Elliott Page, Aiden Combs, Jackson Carney, and Talon Smith. And the Hawks look to be putting pressure on full court as Thompsonville will inbound to take it the length of the floor. Mace Ridgway will be inbounding the ball for the Tigers. His inbound pass comes to Reagan, and it's off his hands, out of bounds. Good defense there by Jackson Carney. And Kaysen Steele checks in for Elliott Page. Little offense-defense situation going on there for the Hawks. Wood inbounds the ball to Carney, over to Smith. Smith with the ball, back to Carney, way up top near the center circle. 4 minutes on the clock. Carney over the screen, back up top, Talon Smith. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. Tries to dump it down to Steele, and now does. Steele goes up. His shot rims in. Good look there by Talon Smith. Kaysen Steele gets the fall. Ball inbounded to Duncan, now back to Ridgway. And the Hawks with a little pressure defense. Ridgway blows past Wood. He drives all the way to the low block. He is fouled by Kaysen Steele, and that will be Steele's first foul, and it will send Mace Ridgway to the line to shoot 2. Pressure defense was giving Thompsonville just a little bit of fit right there, but Ridgway broke loose, went to the block, and drew the foul. His shot, no good. Elliott Page checks in, and Kaysen Steele will go to the bench. Coach Lawler has seen something here. He's going to a different lineup. Free throw up and good for Ridgway. And that's his first tally of the night on the score sheet. Carney into the front court to Page. Page down in the corner to Combs. Combs up top, Talon Smith. Smith over to Wood. Wood back to Smith, cutting to the goal. Nice job on the give and go there by Talon Smith. And Caston Wood. Ridgway into Reagan, back to Ridgway. Ridgway going to work it up. Caston Wood defending him. Into the front court, all the way down to Blades. Blades spins to the middle of the lane. His shot up, no good. Rebound. Blades pulls it away from Combs. Reagan gets the outlet pass now out to Duncan. Duncan works his way over to the right, dumps it down low to Ridgway. Going baseline, gives it to Reagan. Reagan powers his way up, and the shot falls for Reagan. And a foul coming against Jackson Carney. That will be his first and the team's fifth with 2:55 to go. Thompsonville pushes it back to a 3-point advantage. And Liam Reagan shooting one, and he connects. Talon Smith with the basketball for the Hawks. Into the corner, Castenwood hits Smith on the give and go again. He pulls up, his shot is good. And the Hawks are back by 2. Ridgeway falls down with the ball, it's loose. Can't see what's going on. It's going to be out of bounds off of Marino, and Gallatin County will take over. He fell down along that line, and we cannot see. Ball into Kearney. Kearney up into the front court. Over to Page. Page to Smith. To Kearney. Kearney drives, free throw line. His shot, no good. Rebound, Marino. Marino gives it off to Ridgeway, and Thompsonville will bring it back the other way just under 2 minutes. To Blades. Blades is going to drive. He's going to go to the low block, and he scores. Thompsonville offense is not complicated. They just drive to the goal. Underneath the ball is loose. Kearney loses it. Blades comes up with the ball. He's going to drive all the way. His shot up and in. And a timeout called on the floor. Timeout Thompsonville, as they have jumped up to a 6-point advantage with 1:37 to go in the third quarter. Like I said, the offense for Thompsonville is not terribly difficult to figure out. They just try to get a lane and they just drive to the goal. And it has worked. Hawks need a basket here. Thompsonville called the timeout but did not set up any kind of pressure defense. They are dropping back in a half-court set. Into the front court is Wood. Over to Kearney. Kearney into the corner to Combs. Combs up top, stolen by Marino. He's going to drive all the way down, misses the layup. Reagan is there, however, to put it back in. And the Hawks just cannot seem to get out of their own way sometimes tonight. Wood down in the corner to Combs. It's out of bounds. Montgomery and Steele check back in, as Page and Combs will go to the bench. And the ball is inbounded with just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Reagan up into the front court. Over to Duncan. Duncan, haven't heard much out of him this quarter. That's a good thing. He's going to go baseline, and he steps on the end line as he goes around. Nope, we're going to have a foul down there. Thought he'd stepped on the end line, but they are calling Castenwood for the foul. And that is going to send Duncan to the line to shoot 2 for Thompsonville. 52.6 seconds left to go in the third. And the first shot is no good from Duncan. Duncan's second shot is forthcoming. And he misses that one as well, as Kearney yanks the board. 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Up to Talon Smith, back over to Kearney. Kearney over to Wood. Wood looking for some help, whack out, and the pass is slapped back to Ridgeway. Marino has it, gets away with a walk, gets it off the Blades. He gets away with a double, out to Duncan, and then Duncan misses the 3. Reagan gets the rebound amongst 4 Gallatin County Hawks. And then he is fouled, trying to put it back in. Foul is on Steele. That will be his second, and it will send Reagan to the line to shoot 2. And right now, Thompsonville is just outworking the Hawks. Reagan's shot is no good. Max Brockett checks back in as Caston Wood will go to the bench. Second shot is good for Liam Reagan. And the Hawks trail it by 9. They are needing a basket here before this quarter ends. Montgomery on the drive on the baseline. Misses rebound. Montgomery, he goes up and he is fouled from behind. And it is going to be on Reagan. And that will be his third. It will send Jordan Montgomery to the line to shoot 2. And the Hawks definitely need these 2 baskets from Montgomery. First one is no good. Second shot from Montgomery is on its way, and it is good. .13 seconds on the clock. Thompsonville with the basketball, brings it up into the front court. Ridgeway over to Duncan. Duncan drives the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Marino, now out to Blades. Blades pulls up, fires the 3, knocks the bottom out of the 3. And the Hawks go to the 4th, trailing it by 11. And we will be back in just a few minutes. All right, we're getting ready to start the 4th. It will be Thompsonville basketball across the way. On the floor for the Hawks, Jackson Carney, Jordan Montgomery, Cason Steele, Talon Smith, Max Brockett. Ridgeway with the ball, gives it off to Duncan on the right side. Duncan dribbles up the three-point line, puts it up. His shot no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off of Marino, and it'll be Gallatin County basketball. Well, the comeback starts here, folks. The Hawks are getting ready to go. They might as well go right now. Talon Smith up into the front court. Over to Carney. Carney back to Smith. Smith into Steele. Steele spins, turns, hits Brockett back to Carney. Carney to Smith. Smith out to Carney. Fires the 3. It is no good. Long rebound. Run down by Ridgeway of Thompsonville. And they will work it back to their end of the floor. On the right side over to Blades. Blades, one dribble, pulls up, dumps it underneath to Marino. Marino spins back, puts it up. His shot is good. That's Marino's 6th point of the night. Over to Montgomery on the far side. Gets it out. Talon Smith fires the 3. It is good for Talon. And a timeout, Gallatin County. And it will be a full timeout, so we will step away for a moment during the timeout. Well, Coach Lawler had the timeout here. Let's see what the Hawks come out with. It will be Thompsonville basketball. They will be taking it the length of the floor. Hawks down 10. You don't have to get all 10 back at one time, but you'd like to cut into it just a little bit. At least get it back to 4 or 6. Ridgeway with the ball to Blades, back to Ridgeway. Back over to Blades. Blades down low to Reagan. Reagan in the corner, back up top to Blades. Now out to Ridgeway, top of the key, 6:40 on the clock. Ridgeway works himself to the left side. Cuts back right to the center of the floor. Now out to Duncan on the right side, back to the center of the floor. He goes down the lane. Duncan puts it up with the left hand. No good. Rebound is going to be a foul on Marino from Thompsonville. That will be his first, as he was going over the back of Aiden Combs. Carney up into the front court. To Smith for a long three. And Talon Smith shoots one from the bus. And the Hawks cut it back to 7. To Marino, to Ridgeway. Back to Marino. To Ridgeway over the timeline. Over to Reagan. Reagan looks like he's wanting to drive, but then he kicks it out to Duncan. Duncan, he pulls it out, gets it out to Ridgeway. He makes the cut. They pass low to Duncan. His shot is up, no good. Rebound on the backside. Jackson Carney, and he throws it out of bounds, trying to get it to Smith. Coach Lawler saying, calm down. Pass into the backcourt to Blades. Blades brings it up across for Thompsonville. 5.5 minutes left in the game. Over to Ridgeway. Ridgeway works himself to the right side. Oh, he double dribbled and he got away with it. Back up top to Reagan. Reagan up in the center circle, moves to the left side. Dumps it to the cutter on the baseline. It's Blades. It's up and in. Good look there from Reagan and good cut by Blades. Smith pulls up, has his shot just obliterated into the stands. 5:04 on the clock. Hawks trail it by 9. Into Carney. Carney to Smith. Smith over a screen, over a second screen. Works himself around, bounce pass underneath to Montgomery. His shot is up, no good. Rebound. Steele is fighting for it. He loses the handle on it. Blades comes up with it in the corner. Over to Reagan, and Thompsonville will attack on their end. Reagan's going to look to drive. Runs into Montgomery. Montgomery steals it from him. He is going to drive all the way down. Montgomery takes it all the way to the hole, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Blades as Montgomery tried to go coast to coast on that. Missed the layup, but drew the foul, and that will be foul number 4 on Blades. And Montgomery will go to the line and shoot 2. Jordan connects on the first shot. And someone is at the table checking in. I think they're checking in for Jordan. Montgomery's second shot is short. Rebound comes down to Ridgeway. And Thompsonville takes it back up court, leading by 8. Blades to Reagan at the free throw line. He's looking for help. He turns, decides to make a move, and then kicks it back out to Duncan. Duncan puts the ball on the ground, and a timeout called by Thompsonville. 30-second timeout. And we will stay right here. Hawks trail it by 8. 4:17 left to play. Plenty of time. For the Hawks, Max Brockett and Jordan Montgomery each have 3 fouls. That is really the only players that are in any trouble for the Hawks. For Thompsonville, their leading scorer, Lucas Blades, has 4, and their big man, Liam Reagan, has 3. So they have a couple of players that are in the danger zone. So it'd be nice maybe to pick up another one on a couple of those guys, especially Blades. He has 15 points. He leads all scorers tonight. Thompsonville to inbound the ball. Ridgeway gets it in to Reagan, back to Ridgeway. And he brings it over to the left side. Moves the ball over to Duncan. Duncan looks to drive, does drive, puts it up, misses the shot. Rebound Kearney. Kearney rips the ball away from a couple of Tiger defenders. Dribbles down the floor. He's going to go out to Smith. Smith pulls back, fires the three. No good. Rebound comes down to Steele. Steele with the fake goes up, and a foul coming against number 21, Reagan. That'll be his fourth. It will send Cason Steele to the line to shoot two. And the Hawks need to pull closer right here. Steele's first shot is up and good. Second shot is on the way, and it is no good. Long rebound comes down to Ridgeway. Ridgeway with the ball. Kicks it across to Reagan. Reagan down low to Duncan. Duncan moves to the middle of the floor. His shot no good. Talon Smith comes up with it. Foul down there by Mason Marino, and that will be the fourth team foul whistled against Thompsonville, the second against Marino. Be great if the Hawks could come down and draw a foul on either Reagan or Blades on this trip down the floor. Try to dig into that Thompsonville bench a little bit. It's not been used much tonight. I think only one substitution all night. Kearney with the ball, works against Duncan, pulls up, his shot no good. Steele with a rebound, tries to power his way up, and he is going to be a jump ball underneath, and it will be Gallatin County basketball. 3:24 on the clock. Hawks to inbound under their own goal. Wood flips it into Steele. Steele spins, turns, powers his way up, and a foul coming against Marino. And that will be Marino's third. That will send Steele to the line to shoot two. Steele's first shot is on the way, and it is good. And the Hawks crawl back to within 6. Long rebound. Kearney comes down with it. He goes up, has it blocked. He goes back up. His second shot is good. Jackson Kearney connects. Now the Hawks cut it back to a 4-point advantage. In the corner, Kearney is going to be whistled for the foul as he was going after a steal. First team foul whistled against the Hawks. Second on Kearney. 3:09 on the clock. Ridgeway to inbound for Thompsonville. His pass into the corner to Duncan, back to Ridgeway. Ridgeway's going to work his up the court, guarded by Wood. Over a screen, kicks it in the corner to Marino. Marino's going to drive baseline, and we're going to have a foul whistled against Aiden Combs. That'll be Aiden's first, team second. Thompsonville will have to inbound underneath their own goal. Not a bad idea that the Hawks are picking up a couple of fouls here in case they have to foul for the shots later on. Pass inbounds knocked away by Combs, and he picks it up. They're going to say he was on the line. And Thompsonville will take over. Try to get an angle down there, folks. Sorry. Ball inbounded by Thompsonville, thrown across. Ooh, back and forth from Reagan, and he doesn't get called. Now up top to number 23 is in the ball game. Ridgeway. Thought that was a new number. Duncan over to Ridgeway. Ridgeway trying to make a move on the baseline. A foul coming on Caston Wood. That'll be his third. It'll be the team third. 2.5 minutes to go. Elliott Page checks in. Caston Wood going to the bench. Hawks down 4, 2.5 minutes to go. Ridgeway flips it into Reagan. It's loose. Picked up by Kearney. Kearney ahead to Smith. Streaking to the goal and scores. Good look there. Nice move. And the Hawks cut it to 2. Ball inbounded to Reagan. Reagan is going to drive the length. Pull it back. His pass blocked. Picked up by Page. He gives it off to Smith, up to Kearney. And with 2 minutes to go, the Hawks have a chance to tie this thing up. Near the center circle, Kearney nearly fouled, drives in, goes up, one hand, it falls. The Hawks have tied it up, timeout on the floor. And the Hawks have battled back from 10 down. Well, the Hawks have battled back now, tied this thing up with just over 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and change. And it will be Thompsonville basketball underneath the goal, taking it the length. The pressure defense from the Hawks has helped. On the floor for the Hawks, Kearney, Combs, Smith, Steele, and Page. Ridgeway to inbound the ball. He flips it into Reagan. Reagan back to Ridgeway. Ridgeway over to Duncan, now back to Ridgeway. Ridgeway's going to work the ball up the floor, guarded by Page. Minute 50 on the clock. Ridgeway with the basketball. Works it back across to Blades. Blades. 1:48 on the clock. He's going to work himself to the right side. Thought about going to the baseline, but nothing was there. Back up top to Ridgeway. Ridgeway, top of the key over a screen by Reagan. Was looking for him on the give and go. It wasn't there. Now across to Blades. Blades is going to cut. He's going to go all the way into the low block. Kicks it off to Reagan. Up and in. Thompsonville back on top by 2. The Hawks back to their offensive end with 1:28 to go. Kearney works his way down, gives it off to Smith. Smith pulls up, shot from about 15, no good. Rebound, Combs and Kearney fighting for it. It comes up in the hands of Blades from Thompsonville. He's going to drive the length of the floor, spins, turns, back up top to Ridgeway. 1 minute left on the clock. Out to Blades in a timeout, Thompsonville. Well, the Hawks have fought back in this one, but they got some more fight left to do. Let's give you the situation as best I can tell. Right now, Thompsonville is not in the bonus. Gallatin needs 2 more fouls before Thompsonville would go to the line to shoot. Gallatin is in the bonus, so if we're fouled, we're going to the line. The possession arrow, if I am correct, the possession arrow is for Gallatin. I could be wrong. I cannot see it, and they do not put it on the scoreboard. But I believe it is in favor of the Hawks. That will be a surprise to me and you both if that happens to be something that takes place. No Hawk is in danger of fouling out just yet. 3 players have 3 fouls. But at this point, that goes out the window. For Thompsonville, 2 players with 4 fouls, 1 with 3. Would have liked for that to come into play earlier in the game, as Thompsonville probably does not have much of a bench compared to the Hawk bench. For the Hawks, on the floor, Casey Steele, Jordan Montgomery, Elliott Page, Talon Smith, and Jackson Kearney. Thompsonville to inbound across the way at the old hash mark line. Ridgeway flips it in, nearly stolen by Smith, but Duncan comes up with it, and he is going to be fouled up top by Talon Smith. That'll be Talon's second, 4th team foul on the Hawks, so the next one will send Thompsonville to the line. Ridgeway to inbound the ball again for Thompsonville. He flips it into Duncan, but it's knocked out of bounds off of Talon Smith. Thompsonville again. Flips it in to Duncan. Duncan with the ball back up top to Ridgway. Ridgway is fouled. And it's going to be against number 11, Elliott Page. That'll be his first. And it will send Mace Ridgway to the line to shoot 2. On the night, Ridgway has 1 point. He is 1 for 2 at the line. And that has been his night. So if you're fouling someone, that might be the guy to foul. Ridgway's first shot is up, and it is, of course, good. Caston Wood checks in. Elliott Page back to the bench. Hawks down 3. Next shot is up, and it is also off the mark. I thought it was going to rim in. Carney with the rebound back into the front court for the Hawks. 50 seconds on the clock. Hawks down 3. Really just need a basket here. A 3 would be great. Into Steele. Steele has it. Almost walks. His shot no good. Tipped out Carney. Carney goes up. His shot no good. Talon Smith with the rebound. Ties it up. Jump ball. And it is Thompsonville basketball on the alternating possession. Thompsonville to inbound. And go the length. Ridgway to inbound the ball for the Tigers. Into Reagan, back to Ridgway. 30 seconds left on the clock. Guarded by Page. Into the front court. Page trying to foul him, I think. Ridgway back up top. Now we got a foul coming, and it is going to be whistled against Elliott Page. That'll be Elliott's second. It will send Ridgway to the line. 23.7 left on the clock. Caston Wood checking back in for Elliott Page. Ridgway's first shot is good. Ridgway's second shot on its way is off the mark. Rebound Smith. Smith quickly ahead to Wood for 3. No good. Long rebound. Run down by Blades from Thompsonville. 14 seconds on the clock. And he is fouled up top by Caston Wood. Caston's fourth foul, and it'll send Blades to the line. And Blades has a chance to pretty much ice this thing right here. First shot is up and no good. 11 seconds left. The Hawks have to get a rebound here and get down and get a quick bucket. Even if he makes this, it's a 5-point game. So if you can get down and get a quick bucket, a 3 or a 2, it doesn't matter. Next shot on its way is good. And a full timeout called by Thompsonville. So, 11 seconds left. If you're Gallatin, you just have to get down and get a quick basket. It does not matter if it's a 2 or a 3. You just have to get a quick basket. Once you get that, you have to hope that you have done it before 5 seconds. So Thompsonville will have to inbound or call a timeout. I don't know if we have any timeouts left. I believe we do. But that is the situation that you're in. You have to call a timeout if you hit a bucket. And then you have to either hope for the steal or a quick foul. And then it's good luck time, folks, at that point. You just have to have some good fortune. Thompsonville is going to drop back. Looks like Blades is going to come up and defend. Caston Wood going to come up and help. Ball rolled into Wood. Wood picks it up, drives across to Montgomery. Montgomery turns, spins. Hawks wasting time, and that's going to do it. The Hawks have lost one here at Thompsonville as Blades goes down and puts it in to end the ball game. And the Hawks drop a heartbreaker here at Thompsonville, 48-41. And that was not the outcome that I know any of us were hoping for here tonight. Let's take a look real quick at the scoring for the Hawks. Unofficially led in scoring by Jackson Carney with 16, 12 points for Talon Smith in a flurry in the second half. 4 points for Jordan Montgomery, 4 points for Kason Steele, 3 points for Brendan Brown. Didn't see if Brendan walked off the floor yet. Hopefully he is okay. 2 points for Max Brockett, and I think that's everybody. I believe that's everybody on the roster for the Hawks. For Thompsonville, they were led in scoring by Lucas Blades with 18, 12 points for Liam Reagan, 9 points for Ronnie Duncan, 6 points for Mason Marino, and Mace Ridgway with 3 to tally out for the Tigers. So the Hawks drop one here tonight. They fall to 13-14 overall, 8-2 in the GEC. Now you have to hope for a little bit of work as far as the GEC goes. The Hawks are sitting at 8-2, and Hardin County right now currently sits at 11-1. They have one conference game remaining, and that is two conference games remaining. One against Crab Orchard and one against, I believe, Carrier Mills. For the Hawks, they have 4 conference games left, so you have to hope, the best you can hope for is to win out and defeat Hardin County and be tied atop the conference when it's all said and done. But that's the way that goes tonight. Rough one for the Hawks as they drop a tough one here to Thompsonville. So just a quick word again. Let's recap the upcoming schedule for you just one more time. Tomorrow night, let's go high school girls first. Tomorrow night, the girls are at El Dorado. Thursday night, the girls are home for senior night against Weber Township, and then they open up regional play on Saturday at 1 p.m. against Egyptian. That game is at Gallatin County. If they win, they advance to 7:30 next Monday night against Goreville. Another win there will advance them to the regional championship on the 20th, and all those games in the regional will be played at Gallatin County. For the boys, they're back on the road Friday night at Pope County, and then next week, Tuesday at Hardin County, Wednesday at home against Carrier Mills, and they finish up the regular season against Crab Orchard next Thursday the 19th, and then they will be going into regional play following that the next week. So we're going to wrap it up here. Like I said, this was a tough one, but the Hawks fought back. They had some opportunities, but you have to credit Thompsonville for playing hard and coming out with a victory. So until I'm with you again, this is Dave Cruzen saying I'll see you down the road.